If you are dating in a situationship or even in a relationship, I'm gonna ask you guys one simple question that will genuinely open your eyes and help you figure out if this is the right person for you, or if you're just dating around, it's the one thing that you should be leading with when getting to know someone. And that is, do their words align with their actions? I'm gonna explain to you guys why the quote that we've heard so many times, which is actions speak louder than words, is one of the biggest and best tips that you can take into dating, and again, when you're getting to know someone. So I kind of want to explain why it is that I decided to talk about this topic in the first place. And that is because a while back, I was dating someone who would tell me all the right things and all of the things that I wanted to hear. So he would say, I want to marry you. I see you as my forever person. And I want to cherish you, and anything that you are going through, we're going to get through together. And he was saying all of the right things, but his actions did not align with the things that he was telling me. For example, he would tell me that he would always support me, and then when I would tell him that I was having a bad day, it was like I was the worst person in the world, and he would say things like, what do you expect me to say to that? He would also say things like, everything that I do is for the betterment of our relationship and I love you, and then proceed to ignore me for days on end when I did something that he didn't like, but continue to post on social media, which was crazy, but you live and you learn. Take it from me and trust me when I say that people will treat you the exact way that they feel about you. When they show you who they are for the first time, believe them. I know that it's so easy to want to believe things when it sounds so nice coming out of someone's mouth, right? I love you and I cherish you and I want you to be the woman for me forever. But when their words do not match with their actions, that is not someone that you can trust in a long-term relationship. There's a big difference between someone telling you what you want to hear and someone who genuinely means what they say. And the way that you can tell those two people apart is how they show up in their actions. You should never have to beg someone to treat you well. You should never have to beg someone to treat you the way that you deserve. The person that is your person, the person that you desire, the person that you love, and the person that loves you will never make you question your worth. And I know it's hard to walk away, especially if you're in a long-term relationship, but the thing is, people are patterns, and if they're showing you that they are not capable of putting your feelings first and putting your relationship first, that is not someone that you will ever feel safe with. If they're telling you, hey, I want to go ahead and make this relationship better, I want to work on us, I want to be better for you, and then they're good for 2 weeks or good for a couple months, that is not someone who you can trust, because eventually they're going to go back to the same behavior, the same shitty behavior that got you guys to the place that you were in the first place. There are so many men and so many women that are out there for you that are going to treat you the best possible way without you having to ask them to. Someone out there is going to see your worth, and it's not the person that you're with if they are not capable of matching their words with their actions. And here's another big thing, guys. When you are teaching someone how to treat you, when you are teaching someone how to love you better, when you guys break up, because you eventually will, because there's so much resentment, and you will start to realize that they are not the person that you fell in love with in the beginning, they are someone that you cannot trust. When you guys break up, just know that you are training him to be better or her to be better for the next person. Let this person deal with their shitty behavior on their own, because the best thing that you can do is walk away and never look back. Again, you guys, they showed you who they are. Believe them. When I was in that relationship that I was just talking about, there was a moment in time where things just started to click for me, where I was like, I cannot feel safe with this person because they have made empty promises over and over and over again. For example, we had gotten into an argument about something or a disagreement about something. We had came back to my place. He started packing up his stuff and he started heading out the door. I asked him if we could have a conversation about why he was upset. Eventually we had talked it out and whatnot. And he said, you know what? I'm going to become better for you. And I'm not going to walk out if I get upset. And then 2 weeks later, he did exactly that. He got upset about something that I did and ignored me for 3 days, like I said, and then decided to continue to post on Instagram. Another time, he had said, I'm going to try my hardest in our relationship and I'm not going to let this go, and I'm going to become better for you. I really want this to work. After we had kind of got into another argument, and then a week later, he gave me an ultimatum for our relationship. This is when I realized that I could not feel safe with this person because he was saying all the right things and then his actions were completely going against what he had just said that he was going to work on. I started to realize that this was a pattern in this person, and this behavior was not something that he was capable of changing. He was going to do the same thing over and over again, where he was going to tell me sorry, that he's going to fix things and that he's going to make things better, and then he would be good for a couple weeks or a couple months and then go back to literally doing the exact thing that got us into this whole mess in the first place. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Apology without change behavior is just manipulation. Point blank, period. That is literally the definition of manipulation. You will never feel safe with someone whose actions and words do not align, whether that's in their job or their career or the way that they treat you or with their friendships. Even if they are saying all the right things and then acting differently, that's just who they are. That is their character. Trust and believe that that is who they are to their core. The thing is, guys, most people will live the same 6 months of their lives over and over and over again. In this relationship that I'm talking about, I was going to become a smaller and smaller version of myself until the only thing that I had left was him. I say this as a friend and a big sister. You guys do not deserve someone who cannot show up for you in the way that you deserve. I made a video a while back about how your life is a mirror and we accept the love that we think we deserve. Before I got into this relationship, I thought I knew everything that I wanted in a partner and everything that I desired out of a relationship. And I started checking things off of my boxes just to fit the version of this person that was this person when I met them. And I ended up playing myself. I tell you guys this to say that you need to be stronger in your standards. I wish that I was at that time. Now I really am. But anything that you want, you can truly get. And if you are thinking that you're good at manifestation, the only reason why you're not getting what you want is because a little part of you believes that you won't. There's so much more that goes into dating and looking for a partner than just having their words align with their actions. But this is the one biggest thing that you guys need to look out for when you are choosing a long-term partner, or if you're in a situationship with someone, or if you're just looking to date, because it will be the biggest indicator for who they are as a person. If they can't show up for you in the way that you need, but are telling you all the things that you want to hear, that is not someone, again, that you can feel safe with. If he's saying that he wants to be better for you, then he needs to be better for you and not just be good for a little bit and then go back to the way that he was before. If he's saying that he wants to plan dates, then he needs to go ahead and do that without you even having to tell him twice. Thank you guys so much if you made it all the way to the end. I really appreciate all of you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. If there's anything that you want me to talk about, definitely leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.